Hi and welcome to Cheekyricho's Hainanese rice. This is a typical Chinese meal. It's really delicious and it also uses pandan leaves. Now I can't get pandan leaves where I live, so I bought some pandan extract and it made green chicken and it wasn't very appetizing to look at. It tasted fine, but unless you're in the Incredible Hulk or Kermit, it's probably not the food for you. So I have bought some Hainanese chicken and rice flavouring. We're going to cook this chicken in the rice cooker. This is a macro organic chicken and we're just going to pop one of our cloves of garlic, which is really big and it's been squashed, with a couple of our pieces of ginger into the cavity, with just one of our pieces of spring onion, and we're going to pop it breast side down into our rice cooker. Now we've got some lemongrass here. Now I've given that a pretty good hiding with a meat mallet and it's really quite fibrous and all the flavours are going to come out of that. Another garlic clove, same thing, it's been belted up, and a couple of ginger slices and just some spring onions. Now they aren't going to be part of the finished dish, they are only the aromatics used at this stage. Now we need to submerge this, so make sure you've got all of the air out of the cavity of that chicken. I'm not sure how you're going to do that. And we're throwing in a third of a jar of our Hainan chicken paste. Now it's obviously in some sort of soy oil. It has basically all of the aromatics that I put in here, but it also has the pandan flavour, which as I said I can't have. And for this, in the interest of authenticity, and I know it's been cooked in a rice cooker, which is probably not authentic anyway, we're going to send in about a third of a jar of our paste. There we go. Now just let that mix in with the water. It'll turn into a little bubbly stock. Lid on and into the rice cooker. Now I'm going to sit my rice cooker on the sink because I have a sneaking suspicion this is going to bubble out a little bit. If it does, just lift it to one side so that the air can escape and it won't boil over. Even though it has a steam vent in it, for some reason it likes to do that. Okay, once our stock has come to the boil, we cook it for about 20 minutes, turn it over and cook it for another 20 minutes, and then remove it from the stock and put it to one side. Now it's time to remove our aromatics and discard them. They've done their job now. We've got our rice, which has been thoroughly rinsed so that the water runs clear, and we're just going to carefully lower that in without splashing ourselves. Pop the lid on and turn it back to the cook function. The rice will actually absorb all of that fluid and the stock will provide a delicious base for the flavour of the rice. Lid on and cook it until it's done. Traditional accompaniments for our Hainanese chicken are sliced cucumber and dipping sauces with our rice. Now to make our hot chilli sauce, we just get our sliced chilies with a sprinkle of salt and freshly cracked pepper. We add a good pinch of brown sugar, our soy sauce, some water, Chinese rice wine vinegar and some sesame oil, and give it a good stir to dissolve the brown sugar. And set that to one side. Now to make our garlic and ginger oil, we just grate our garlic and ginger with a microplane, put it into a heat-proof bowl with some finely sliced spring onions, and we heat our peanut oil until it is smoking hot, and then just drizzle it over the top of our garlic, ginger and shallots, being very careful not to burn yourself because it will spit and spatter a little bit. Give it a good stir to make sure it's all well and truly amalgamated. You can serve this immediately. Now to serve, we just lay our steaming hot rice out on our platter with our sliced cucumber. Pop on our dipping sauces, ensuring that you don't burn yourself on the oil because it's still quite hot. Now it's time to cut up our chicken into manageable pieces. Just cut through all of the joints and lay them skin side up on top of the bed of rice. Once you're happy with the arrangement, you get some sesame oil and a basting brush and just brush it all over the skin, and that'll give it a nice glossy finish. I hope you enjoyed this little cooking demonstration of Cheekyricho's Hainanese chicken in a rice cooker. If you would like to see more interesting recipes and ideas, just check out our Cheekyricho channel, and don't forget to please subscribe and do come back and visit us again soon. We have so much more to show you. We're uploading lots of videos every week, and thank you very much for watching. A little sprinkle of some more spring onions for garnish and you're ready to serve. Have a lovely day.